Peace Queens, how you doing today? It's your girl Leah Khadijah, hailing from Jamaica, New York. Um, the topic I want to discuss is the new blackface in our reality shows making a mockery of black women. And the reality shows I'm referring to are the Housewives of Atlanta, Housewives of Potomac. We got Basketball Wives. We got Black Ink, New York and Chicago. We got the Bad Girls Club. I don't think it's on the air anymore, but all of these shows are geared to make black women look like fools. Now, I've been into reality TV for some time now. I'm not going to lie to you guys and say that I don't enjoy them and I don't indulge. I've indulged in quite a few of them, so I know a lot about them, about the characters over the years. And I must say that at this stage in my life, now that I'm in my mid-30s, I'm not going to say my exact age, no, why not? I'm 35. But I've been into these reality shows from the very beginning. I've been following along, so I'm not just talking out of my ass. I actually know exactly what's going on. And honestly, it's only a few of these women that I respect out of all of these different reality show chains. And that's the ones that's actually promoting a business and actually is getting them coins. A lot of them are just on there making a fool out of themselves. And I can't respect that anymore. We have to do better as black women with the image that we're promoting. And it makes me even look within myself, because I go through some mean girl things in my real life, and I feel like that's the culture that we're surrounded by. That's all we see. The images we see are black women tearing each other down. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some great black shows that show images of black women in a good light. I'm not taking away from those shows, but when it comes to reality TV, there's not many that just is clean cut across the board, just showing that black women could be powerful, successful, they could get along with each other, they could be a womanhood, a sisterly bond. Not too many of them. The ones that I thought was gonna be like that, like Married to Medicine, turned into cattiness and drama. And it really made me dig deep into reality TV and say, is it real? Is it really real? Are these people selling their souls for a coin just to get ratings? Because there's no way that you guys are going through some of these things. Like, to me, it's just beyond me. The one that stands out in my mind the most right now that I'm about to just not watch anymore is Basketball Wives. And for those who don't watch it, more power to you. But for those that do and know what I'm talking about, it's getting very ridiculous. The whole situation, the fact that Evelyn Lozada even came back makes no sense to me. Okay? And then she comes back and Shawnee asks her a question about which one of your exes would you call if you was in a jam? And this chick had the nerve to say Ocho Cinco. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but Ocho Cinco and her got married very quickly. They seemed to be in love, but she knew that he was an athlete and she knew he was a player, but she still decided to marry him. And then finds out that the man is cheating. She found condoms or something in his or a condom receipt in his car. And then they get into a fight. He either headbutt her or something. Her head was messed up. She had a nasty gash on her head. And this is the man that you say you would call if you was in a jam. Now, after that, his career to me went downhill. And now this is what you're saying? I was just so blown away that she said that. And then, to me, she's still being a mean girl. She hasn't really changed much. You know, they're being catty with one of the new women that joined. Off the rip, before she even got a chance to know her, she's judging her by her boobs or whatever she had on, and all saying that this woman is supposed to be like, she does like what you call like a physical therapy place, or really she's a nurse, and she has a spa. That's what it is, a spa where they have different services, and supposedly she does happy endings according to Evelyn. And then she got her sidekick Jen, you know, co-signing to this garbage. And it just made me think of, you know, Jada Pinkett Smith with her Red Table discussions, which is also a good forum. I've been tuning into that. And the last video she put up was with Gabrielle Union, saying, you know, for about 17 years, they had beef and they didn't even know why. They just had some underlying tension with each other, but it was basically, they don't even know why. And what it boils down to is, sometimes we as women get insecure with another beautiful woman, excuse me. And I think that's a problem that a lot of us have dealt with in our lives. I mean, I've had that happen to me and still is happening to me. And I'm not gonna lie, it's times I see beautiful women and I might feel a little insecure because, oh, her weave is laid and her body is banging and, you know, teeth perfect, everything makeup beat. And I'm more of a laid back, chill type of girl. You know, I like to get my nails done. You know, I indulge in weed from time to time, but I'm starting to realize that I cannot rely on those things to make me feel beautiful. Because then when there's ever a time that I don't have the money to buy the weaves and the nails and all of that, what do I have to make me feel beautiful? I should feel beautiful within myself because of who I am and my spirit, and not the outer shell of fakeness that I'm adding to myself to make me feel beautiful. And I'm not saying I got it down pat. I'm still working on myself. I'm a work in progress, you know. But I think we as women rely too much on these things to make us feel beautiful. And then looking at social media, like Instagram is a great platform, don't get me wrong. But why I can't really get in tune with Instagram, because it is very contrived and very fake to me. Because it's about pictures and looking beautiful and perfect. And if you don't look that way, you don't fit in. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like to feel like that. I like to stand out because I'm different. Because I'm not relying on those things to make me beautiful. You know? I like Facebook because it's more mental. It's more, you know, topics to be discussed. You know, I read comments. I don't just post or just like people's things. I actually go through the comments because I want to see how other people feel about things, you know? So I think that Red Table discussion was very good. And it just brings me back to the reality shows. And they show the cattiness within themselves. That you could be the most gorgeous woman on the planet and still have insecurities. And I feel like I'm at the point where I don't have many close female friends, but I would like to have female friends, a strong sisterly bond with people, you know, that we respect, and we can grow from each other. We can network with each other, you know. And I think this platform, flynubianqueens.com, is a great platform for that. And I really, you know, want to get more in tune with you guys, and hope that you guys like my live videos, because this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to better myself, and hopefully that will rub off on other women to be better as well. I'm not perfect by far, and I'm not really striving for perfection, but I'm striving to be better, to be a better mother, to be a better girlfriend, to be, you know, a better sister to my friends, be supportive, have the support for me. And a lot of times that is lacking in the Black community. we need to do a better job. Stop being insecure and find the beauty in other women. Stop downing women because, oh, her shape is not the greatest. I see this all the time. Like I said, I read comments and women are just so mean. Like, everybody's not blessed with an hourglass shape. Now, can some women work on it? Yes. But you encourage your sister to work on it. You don't down her because you had the money to go to Dr. Miami and she didn't. That's the part I don't like. It's not so much that women are spending the money to fix their bodies. It's the fact that now they think that they're so much above everybody else and they start downing the women who they feel are beneath them. That has got to stop. Because if we don't support each other, nobody's gonna support us. It starts with us. And then black women wonder why there's black men that date outside their race, and they don't just say, well, you know what, I fell in love with who I fell in love with. They say, I don't even deal with black women no more because they're not real. Because they don't love themselves enough to wear the real hair. To not wear a bunch of makeup every day. I can't even take a black woman to the pool because she's so worried about getting her weave or her perm wet. If we don't love ourselves, nobody's gonna love us. And that's just what it is. And then, like I said again, I really want to use this platform to better ourselves, not to put anybody down. And don't get me wrong, I've become a mean girl over the years. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit and act like I'm just Miss Perfect because I'm on a live video right now. I used to be such a sweet, naive girl. And I feel like it was something in me that people could sense that she's a pushover. Girls want to fight me for no reason. Just because I was light-skinned or they thought that I was stuck up. Or no, it wasn't that. I'm just more reserved because I've been an only child for 15 years before my mother had another kid. So I grew up by myself. I grew up having to learn how to fend for myself, play by myself, entertain myself. I would love to have female friends. I would love to, have that sisterly bond, but then I get such negativity from my sisters just because they're judging me by how I look, how I present myself. I'm looked at right now as crazy to a lot of people on my Facebook because I'm not the norm. I don't post a bunch of selfies trying to look cute. I post about slavery. I post about, police brutality. I post about real shit. And I'm called psycho and a bitch and I'm delusional. And I don't see it. I feel like I'm normal. I feel like I'm speaking my truth. That's how I came up. I came up with my mom showing me videos from the Khalid Muhammad. My mom used to go to this spot in Brooklyn called The Slave. She used to take me sometimes. And it was such a powerful place where progressive black people had a voice. And what ended up happening? They shut it down. The white people found a way to shut it down. And I think a lot of us black people get so brainwashed by that type of, those type of things where we try to better ourselves and then they take it away from us. You start to conform to that. You start to say, you know what, I give up. I'm just going to get my corporate job, stay in line, be a good slave, stay on the straight and narrow and don't say anything that's going to shake shit up. I'm at the point where I don't care about shaking shit up. I want to be radical. I want to speak my opinion because you know what? Our ancestors died. They got abused. They protested. They marched. They did all of that so that we could be better, not go backwards and still be those slaves and fall in line. I'm not falling in line. I've been discriminated on. I've worked for corporate jobs that treated me bad because I wanted to be the best at my job. I'm not college educated. I've gone to college, but I didn't finish. And because of that, and I wanted more knowledge, and I wanted to do a great job, and I was passionate about what I was doing, those nasty looking white women treated me so bad. Treated me so bad. I've gotten fired from jobs just because they didn't like my personality. So this right here is the platform that I need to live in my truth and be who I am. And if we don't support our sisters who's doing the same, guess what? We ain't no better than them. We ain't no better than the white people that's treating us like shit. Crabs in a barrel. That's all we are. And we gotta stop. So I'm just here to say I'm for you guys. I have plenty more topics. I know I went off on a rant. I was supposed to be talking about reality shows, but I went off somewhere else. But basically, just to sum everything up, we need to do better at putting out better positive images of black women. And that's why I respect flynubianqueens.com so much, because I see the positivity. You know, I'm following you guys. I'm watching the videos as much as I can. And I love you, and thank you so much for giving me the opportunity.